Hello and welcome to the official NoN-eSports YouTube channel. I am Kadoink, and today we have up in the top right, representing Team NoN-eSports, the Dude as the Red Terran player, and his opponent today. Up in the top left of Shakur's plateau, we have the Blue Terran, Andyrew. Little known fact, my middle name is Andrew. So Andyrew. You're one letter away from being my middle name. So this was sent on the NoN-eSports forums. If you go to the NoN-eSports website, you can check out our forums. Very exciting. We have a replay section, and so I thought I would download one and cast it off there. So this is a game sent by the Dude, and the title of the forum post was TrollVT. Instead of TvT, TrollVT, you get it? So I suspect there's going to be some cheesy business going on with the Dude. We'll have to see. We have an SCV going out a little bit early. Usually you either send the SCV from the supply depot, or you wait a little bit and send another one later. So we're going to have to see what that SCV is going to be doing. I have an inkling of what could go on, but I'm not going to give any spoilers. We have the gas going down for Andyrew, so if any cheesy business goes on from the Dude, which it looks like it might, oh yeah, he's going straight for this little area. He's going to put down a proxy racks for sure. And there it goes. Barracks going down indeed. We also have his gas just about to finish. So I believe we are going to see proxy Marauder. Very, very exciting play. We have the barracks going up for Andyrew. Actually, their timings are very, very similar because he was able to send that SCV out so early. His barracks is going to finish just about the same time as Andyrew's, and even if Andyrew goes straight for a Marine, the Marauders are going to be able to deal with that very, very quickly. However, if Andyrew decides to get a tech lab of his own, it could be very, very good for him. And then if he decides to go something like Reaper, then the Dude is going to be smiling. He's going to be super happy, and that's going to be very exciting for our NoN-eSports member. So we have Andyrew finally going out and scouting. This is what I was talking about before. You can scout a little bit late. We have the tech lab going down for the Dude, and it looks like a factory from Andyrew. We can see it just right here. Being built behind there, I wouldn't be surprised to see a maybe Banshee play or something like that. Yeah, actually a reactor. So he's going to be going for double Hellions, maybe even Hellion drops, and oh! Okay, that was... the Dude put a Reaper in queue and then he canceled it. I was really confused for a second, but looks like he's going to be going for that concussive shell Marauder push. Very, very common. Not quite have this walled up yet, so Andyrew is going to get up in there. He's not going to see a barracks, so he's going to be a little bit confused. He's going to try poking around and seeing what's going on. Where is the barracks? He sees the orbital command, so he knows there's a barracks on the field. So what is he going to do? We have a bunker going down on the low ground. This Marine does indeed see it, but I think this Marauder is going to be able to deal with him, taking him out very quickly. Concussive shell not quite done, so the Marine can get away. But this ramp is going to be very much held by the Dude, and Andyrew knows that, so he's pulling his SCVs now. We have SCVs coming down the ramp as well as the Marine to try to deal with this. The bunker not quite finished yet. He's trying to pick up the SCV. The SCV was managed to be killed, but now there are two Marauders with concussive shell, and they're going to be able to do a lot of damage to SCVs, Hellions, and Marines. I love this choice, putting a bunker down. Andyrew putting a bunker down, he's going to need that, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Going up the ramp, the Marine getting picked off very, very quickly. The Hellion being targeted now, as well as the SCVs who are trying to do something, but with the concussive shell, they really can't even close the gap between them and the Marauders, as the Marauders just kill them so quickly. An SCV coming up from the Dude to finish that bunker off, and it will indeed finish. The only advantage that Andyrew has is the high ground. But is it going to be enough? We currently have 3 Marauders, 2 of them going into the bunker. He's going to use the third one to go up the ramp and get vision, try to bait those Hellions in. A lot of Marines on the field for Andyrew, actually, so he might be able to hold this one. Marauder finally going down, and he is putting his Marines in the bunker. And that bunker will have to be salvaged, that poor SCV being destroyed. And it looks like Andyrew has successfully held off this proxy Marauder. So, what do you do now in this situation? How far behind are you as a Terran player? Well, the Dude is floating quite a bit of minerals, but he has put down a command center, so he is going to be ahead economically once he places this down. I would like to see some more barracks or some more tech, maybe double engineering base, something like that. Keep this money as low as possible. And then, yes, just float this home. We, of course, have the Hellion scouting around, seeing if the pressure is going to continue. He knows that it's not, and so andyrew is going to come try to destroy it with his Marines. Might have been a smarter choice to kind of float it down this way so that it didn't get picked off, but that's quite alright. I think the dude is going to be fine regardless. He has a wall up at his base, and he's also getting up his starport and a reactor and a lot of other things, even a bunker to make sure that he can't be killed. And he's just going to continue on with the Marauders. Oh, actually, no, these are the Marauders he built before. I apologize. But it looks like he's going to be going for a Hellion drop of his own. So he saw the Hellions, and he thought, Hellion drop sounds like a good idea. The only unfortunate thing is that andyrew is getting a Viking. And Vikings can shut down drops very, very handily. So yeah, I don't know how effective this drop is going to be. We of course have some Marines going across the map from andyrew to try to put some pressure on the dude as he takes an expansion of his own. Just now starting that on the low ground, whereas the dude has finished his a long time ago. So a lot of mules going down. We can see in the income tab, the dude quite a bit ahead, about 300 minerals ahead and 100 gas, something like that. So not a huge deal, but pretty significant enough to help the dude make up for that barracks that was killed. So we have a drop going on with this medevac, a lot of Marines coming down, but there are a good bit of Hellions, and Hellions are very, very good against Marines. So we'll have to see if this drop does any damage. Of course, the dude cannot see that, this nice little place, and now he sees it, this Banshee. Oh no, the Banshee going to be picked off. Oh yeah, Banshee getting picked off very, very quickly. A lot of Hellions on the map. The Hellions doing as much damage as they can. He really should send those Marauders in as well, just to tackle with all his units. But he's doing some nice little micro to try to reduce the damage, and there are the Marauders. A lot of Marines going down there, and the medevac will have to fly home. He knows he can't do any more damage, so he's going to try to do maybe a little damage at the natural, but nope. Hellion's so fast, just going down that ramp and preventing it once again. He could once again drop on this little thing, but now that there is a Viking out for the dude, he can very, very easily push that back. So, where are we in the game so far? It looks like the expansion has just now finished for andyrew, but the dude's is already down, and he started mining with a mule. I'm sure he's going to be sending SCVs down very, very shortly. We have this scouting tech lab not really doing anything. Nice little bunker here. Looks like both players kind of going for a little bit of a different team comp. We have siege tanks coming out for andyrew, and don't really know what the dude is going to go yet. He is going mech. Okay, very exciting. I saw an armory up in the production tab, and I wasn't sure if it was going to be mech or if it was just for +1 upgrades, but it is going to be for mech, which is very exciting. Siege tanks coming out, 2 factories with tech labs, and then 1 factory with a reactor. It's also going to be building a 3rd command center, so very, very nice choice from the dude. You're going to have a lot of money when you're going mech. You really want to be putting your guys in gas, making sure your gas count is as high as possible. And so you can just throw down a lot of command centers. It's really cool, and keep expanding, build orbitals, build planetaries for defense, stuff like that. I love the Vikings up there just to make sure that no more drops happen, but it looks like andyrew doesn't want to be going for any of that. He's just kind of defending, trying to get his economy up. Right now we're sitting at about even economy. In fact, andyrew is a little bit ahead because he was able to build SCVs during that push, which was kind of the purpose of that drop. It was very good drop. So we can see worker supply actually just now shooting in the dude's favor. So actually his economy should be a bit ahead. Maybe some mules went down or something like that. But both players in a similar place, with the dude just up by some SCVs. So we have some Hellions on the map, taking the watchtower, of course. Hellion for andyrew taking the south Hellions for the dude taking the north. Neither knows the other is there, but the dude could very, very easily clear out that Hellion. In fact, the Hellion's going to go around and scout for extra bases. This is very smart by andyrew. You really don't want your opponent to have any secret bases. That's something that really, really hurts when you go back and watch replays. Like, you know, if I just dropped in the bottom right, I probably could have killed that and I would have been ahead. So I like that play by andyrew. But in the meantime, the dude is moving out with a large number of Hellions and 3 tanks as well as some Vikings. I think he's going to be able to do a good bit of damage because andyrew went primarily Marines, and these Hellions are going to be very good against the Marines. The tanks, of course, sieged up are going to be very, very strong. And oh, he's even going to be able to siege them before that siege tank managed to siege. Nice cancel on the siege by andyrew. The Vikings trying to do some damage, but it looks like andyrew's Vikings got a little bit of a head start, so the air advantage will go to andyrew. So these siege tanks try and take off as many shots as they can. The Hellions, of course, doing damage. A nice scan to make sure he continues to have vision. And it looks like this bunker is going to go down, and with that, I believe that the Hellions can move forward. But andyrew is just going to tap out GG, so wow. The dude doing some nice little play there. Little proxy marauder going into mech. I like that. I might actually try that on the ladder against some Terran players. Of course, this is Troll VT. I do believe he submitted 4 or 5, something like that. Might cast another. We'll see. I'm of course casting several games in a row before I head out for Christmas break. So depending on when I upload this, this may be next week, or this may be the first week of January. I'm not really sure. But regardless of when I upload it, I hope that you all have had or will have a Merry Christmas or whatever holiday that you celebrate, and a Happy New Year. And anyway, thanks for watching. Please check out the NoN-eSports YouTube channel as well as the NoN-eSports website. Please submit replays to kadoinkreplays@gmail.com. And continue submitting them to the NoN-eSports forums, and continue to play StarCraft and have fun. Come on, guys, it's Christmas break. Let's play as much StarCraft. Let's bump up a league, and most importantly, let's have fun. So anyway, thank you guys so much. I'll see you next week.